Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Dogs about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Offense set on first down. The hand to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players
looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Noles are on the move. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pocket starts to collapse. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on second down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the run, it's Dobbs.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Glenn. right down the middle. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Let's go! They'll try the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Florida State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off a defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Georgia going up tempo.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
To the ground with the back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wide out in motion. Defense in press coverage. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
Take over, 1st and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. To the air, it's Glenn. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's got 50 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Got it! goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Number 19, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They go to the ground. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Florida State.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. The option look. Now the pitch. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, you see the speed of the defense on that last play, deep in their own end. Offense trying to go jet sweep, but they were able to pursue the ball, get him down, now setting up fourth.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Running it back, it's Gibson. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Noles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Dialing up a second down pass play. The sweet feet buy a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. And the defense gets to it. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Georgia going up tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Using his feet. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on second down.
You know, this offensive...
Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Buffalo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Glenn. He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Finds the tight end.
The pass on first down, caught by the tight end. No gain on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From his end zone, he'll go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Smashes through. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Fourth down.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Touchdown Seminoles! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd knows when to bring it. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Number 5.
This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like 2 elite teams should.
Yep, and great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking the play. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone, and this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Graves.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it go. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown Bulldogs. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Dobbs. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They feed him again. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think